So I had to rearrange my surgery to come here. So this is important. So it's no thing. But a couple things I want to say. First of all, congratulations. Congratulations to all. More importantly, I want to commend everybody in the office. Everybody in the audience, because it takes a village. Right? It takes a village for these kids to be successful. It takes a village for us to be in positions where I'm at. All right? None of us can do it alone. It takes a village. Give you all a round of applause. So I don't know if you kind of heard the music kind of monotone. You gotta speak up a little bit. My name is Dr. Pierre Johnson. I am born and raised south side of Chicago. Okay, and with that being said, when I ask kids, well, minus the white coat, because usually I don't come dressed like this, but if you look at me and you see me, you don't think doctor, right? And the reason that is because doctor doesn't appeal, or it's not what's on the media and what people think we're supposed to look like. So I'm going to take this coat off, if you don't mind. When you take this coat off, you see a bunch of tattoos and earrings, mohawks, Jordans, right? So that looks a lot like what we see on the TV as being something negative. Right? So it looks, and for our kids, what that means is that, when they see this, the only thing that's successful is athletes, entertainers, and things that only a few of us have the opportunity to become. But our mission, with Pulse of Perseverance, and my brothers who wrote the book, and we go around and publicly speak, our mission is to redefine that negative, stereotypical negative. That narrative. That narrative is very negative, right? Because any of us are to be at these high levels of success. Right? These high levels of success are offered to any of us. All right. So what we have to do is kick off the blinders so that we can understand that we're all doctors, we're all lawyers, we're engineers. There's a place for us, and we're needed in this society. So every time I speak, I try to leave kids with some things that they take with them. All the time people ask me like, well, how'd you do it? Or what advice do you have for kids that are in your situation, where they come from areas like yourself? What can I talk to them about? What can we give them? The very first thing is surrounding yourself with like-minded people. I'll say that again. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people. Nipsey Hussle. I know who Nipsey Hussle was. So Nipsey said something really powerful. He said, if you look at the people in your circle and you're not inspired, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. That's extremely important, all right? We're in the South Side, obviously. I keep it real with kids. Like, you got guns, you got drugs, you got everything that our kids, you can't take them out of that element. They're in the element. So what I'm telling you all is that you can't really remove yourself, but you have to navigate through it, all right? And when I say navigate through it, you can't just say, okay, well, I just won't be anywhere around these people. I was cool with everybody, right? So, GDs, MOs, BDs, I was cool with everybody, but the people that I spent my time with, are highly successful. My best friend from high school is a Secret Service agent. My brother's from college. One's a cardiothoracic anesthesiologist. The other one is a board-certified OBGYN, right? My line brother's neurosurgeon, engineer. My closest friends now, one's a nurse, one is a financial banker, one's a speech pathologist, my best friend from college. All of these people are who I spent my time with, right? Those are the people I gave my energy to, because those people are going to be the ones that are going to tell you no. Right? In this life, we're surrounded by yes men. People that say, yes, do this. Yes, do that. You want to do that? Go ahead, girl, do that. Yeah, man, I'm going to go on this. Yeah, go ahead, girl, do that. You cannot surround yourself with people that are not scared to tell you you're doing wrong. I'm going to say it again. You cannot surround yourself with people that are scared to tell you that you're doing wrong. You have to surround yourself with people that know when you're doing wrong, that will challenge you to do the right thing. You have to surround yourself with people that when you see what they're doing, you get inspired. All right? And what they're doing makes you elevate yourself to a new level. You have to. And it may not be a lot. Keeping it real, like in your classrooms, coming from the areas that we come from, it may only be one, it may be two. You got to gravitate and you got to get those people around you. That's how you're successful. If I look at 10 of the people that are around you right now, all of you, I can predict your success. I can predict what you're going to be in the next 5 or the next 10 years, right? And if I could do that, you have to make sure that those people are the good, are the best of what you're trying to do. So surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with people that are doing positive. And deep down inside, you know who those people are. Don't fool yourself. Don't let the love or any loyalty rob you of your destiny. Cut people off that are going to not feed you and do the things that you need to do. Next big thing is no excuses. Zero excuses. All right, nothing in your past or nothing in your present dictates your future. Both of my parents were addicted to drugs. I was born in Chatham. I was raised on 115th Aberdeen, Morgan Park, Wild Hundreds, all of that. That's not an excuse. When I came to Xavier University of Louisiana, I didn't know what a periodic table was. That's not an excuse, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. When you get there, it's like, okay, well, I came from this happened with this, I still want to be a doctor, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. So what you have to do is you have to take everything that you have and all of your desires, and you have to put all of the excuses aside. You got to make what needs to happen. Right? So when I came in, again, I didn't know what a periodic table was. If you put your money on somebody that doesn't know that, and comes from the south side of Chicago, you will never in a million years think that they will be standing up here talking about robotic hysterectomies and everything like that. You will never bet on that. I wouldn't bet on that. Right? But the difference is that nobody can put anything on my desire. Nobody can put, what my heart is and how I'm in the, when Rick Ross said he wasn't with me shooting in the gym, they wasn't with me in the library 8 to 10 hours. Nobody was there, right? So nobody is going to be there with you to see your hard work and your struggle and your determination. So when you have that, it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter who's around you or any of those things. So again, no excuses. None. I finished my patient. I finished the hysterectomy, robotic hysterectomy, stitch her up, blah, blah, blah. I'm flying here to come here and talk to you all. I can't say, oh, Ms. Booth, I can't make it because I got surgeries today. I cut it out just for you all because I committed to do it. When you commit to do something, you say you're going to do it. The next thing I want to tell you all is that every move you make, the moves that you make right now in your life are the most important moves that you can make for the rest of your life. They will dictate your life. They will dictate everything that you have. All right. Anybody think that the people that are homeless downtown that are asking you for change or whatever, they want us to do that they aspire to do that in life? Anybody think that? No. Nobody aspires to say, I want to be begging people to help me eat. Nobody aspires to say, I want to be begging people to give me some place to live. Nobody aspires to do that. But you want to know where those decisions happen? It happened right here. Come on. Right? Come on. You ask, how did those people get there? It happened right here. Right? So from the ages of 13 to 18, they made decisions that impacted their lives for the rest of impacted their future and impacted their lives. So what I'm telling you to do is that you have to make sure that the decisions that you make are going to powerfully impact your life. Right? They're going to put you in a position for success in everything that you do. Number 3, and that leads me into planning. You have to have a plan. All right. So every single person in this room, every single person sitting up on this stage, I guarantee you, all of you all have some type of social media account, or at least 95%. I don't care if you're 75, 60, 10, 15, everybody's on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. One of those, you spend hours every single day on these social media outlets. So if I ask a 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid right now, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do for your future? If your answer is, I don't know, you are doing yourself and the world a grave injustice. Every single person should have a plan of what they want to do in their life. I knew from when I was 10 years old that I wanted to be an OBGYN. That's what I went out and I did. Everybody's not like that, let's be honest, okay? I was blessed to do that, but everybody's not going to do that. When you're 10, 11, you may say, I want to be a lawyer. That may not happen, all right? You may say, I want to work on computers. You may figure out that may not happen. But the most important thing is that you set a goal for yourself, right? If I ask you, you set a goal for yourself. And if you don't know, take that hour, that 2 hours for the next 2 weeks and research and figure out what you want to do. That is the most important thing that you can do. If you don't hear nothing else I say, do that. Because what happens is if you don't figure that, if you don't become what you want to be, let's say for instance in a year, 2 years, well, maybe I don't want to be a doctor. They got to do too much. What are you going to do next? You're going to create another goal. And if that doesn't work, you're going to create another goal. That's important because when you create goals, you have something to strive for. You have something to get forward, something to look forward to. And if you continue to do that, you won't stop. You'll be determined. You'll be steadfast. You'll continue on until you get to your goal. But you have to do that. You have to make goals. I always forget everything I want to tell you. I want to make sure I tell you about everything. Next thing, moving on. So in your next phase of life, you are going into high school. And for my high schoolers that are in here going into college, organization is key. All right? You have to organize yourself, organize your thoughts. If you want to be successful, you have to have a plan, not only have a plan, but have daily goals, have monthly goals, have 6-month goals, have year goals. I need to do this, I need to do that. Every day I try to create a to-do list for myself so I knock out all of the erroneous stuff that I have to do so I can focus on all the important stuff. If you got all of this stuff swimming around in your brain all the time, you can't focus on the things you need to focus on. And for me, in college, that was key. I didn't know that was so important. That is extremely important. Create a to-do list for yourself. Knock out the things you need to talk. Whether it's pay this bill, pay that bill, do this, do that, and the third. And now I need to focus on the things I really need to focus on. Knock those out. Put a to-do list on. Another issue that I had is study. All right. So the biggest thing that kids like us, while we don't become successful or we don't achieve these high levels of success, whether it be a physician, a lawyer, engineer, what have you, standardized testing. 2 words. Standardized testing keeps us out. And that's not from a knowledge standpoint. That's not that you're not smart enough to do it. It's the fact that you don't know how to answer questions. So what I'm telling you all to do is moving on to high school. Right now, parents, if you all don't hear nothing else that I say, this is what you do for your kid. All right? You get online, get on Amazon, take that $20 that you was going to buy some barbecue or do something foolish with, take that $20, $30 and get on and buy them an ACT or SAT prep. Or do that right now. Do it right now. Invest in the future, right? And make your kids do 5 to 10 of those questions a day. All right. Every time they come in, instead of picking up something for a video game on their phone, make them do questions. Right. Make them do SAT questions. Make them do ACT, SAT questions. Right. Because what happens is when we sit down and take these tests, we've never seen these questions. And you may know the answer, but it takes you so long that by the time you get to it, you got about 30 that you can't even get to, so you just do it like this. The first time I took the MCAT, my score was so low it didn't even get on the grid. You know, they do the bell curve, my score was way down here. Right? And that's because like I was studying, but I didn't know how to take tests. Right? So somebody told me when I was in 8th grade, look, tests are going to be where it's at. It would have changed the trajectory of my life and everything and all the struggle that I had to go through. It would have made it 10 times easier. So that's the tools that I'm giving to kids now. That's what you do for your kids. And that's what you all do. Don't just expect them to do it. And mama didn't tell me to do this, and daddy didn't tell me to do it. Take control of your life. Take control of your future. Take control of your destiny. Right? Your parents are going to be there to support you, but if you don't go do it, and if you don't want it, no, it won't get done. Because I hear parents all the time talking, can you talk to my daughter about such and such? Can you talk to my son about, because they want to be a doctor, they want to, and I talk to the kid and they don't have nothing to say. No, you can't make them want to do it, right? They got to want to do it, and then you just facilitate it so that they can do it, that's all. But they have to want to. You have to put that inside of them, that they have to go out and they have to go get it. Be proactive in what they want. Play the part, all right? You have to play the part. People are like, well, you got all of these tattoos and all that. Well, can I do that? No. Let's relax for a minute. All right. So, how did I get here? 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of medical school, 5 years of residency. I put in my time. All right, I paid my dues. All right, so now that I come in and I stand before you today, I can do what I want. My own boss. Y'all run around a lot talking about, yeah, I'm a boss. No. Get to be a boss. Like, that's your aspiration, is to be a real boss. You gotta pay your dues to be a boss. You got to. If you wake up in the morning right now, let me tell y'all something. So, when I'm pretty much to be here and stand before you, I had to sacrifice my 20s. So, when I was 21, 22, 23 years old, everybody was partying, traveling, kicking it, doing XYZ. I was stuck in a library. I was grinding in the library. Right? So they were saying all this and I can't do that. Did I have some fun? I did. But most things that people did and going out and traveling, I couldn't do it. I had to sacrifice. All right? Fast forward. Okay? So everything that all these people were having fun doing, now they're envious now because now I want to drive, live in the house I want to live in. It's a legacy. I said I've changed the trajectory of the future of my lineage, my children, their children, their children. I've changed that because of the sacrifice I put in for the 10 years. Now everything for the next 50, 60 years is completely different. Now everybody has wealth from here on. Right? I never had a dime coming to college. My kids are 12 years old. They got 3 accounts going into college. Right? So that is because I put the sacrifice in. So if you put that sacrifice in, right, now you change your life. Because the worst thing in the world is waking up doing what somebody else tells you to do. And living the life that somebody else wants you to live. And working a job that you don't want to work, that you just got to pay your bills and do. What you all have the opportunity now to do is be your own boss. Right? You got a chance to get somewhere and call your own shots. So nobody can tell you that, oh yeah, you can't put this tattoo on and you can't wear these earrings. Nobody can tell me that because I'm the servant. You can't tell me that. Right? So you all want to have everything, all of your goals and your destinies and your dreams, you want to put them here. Everything is an ordered step and a plan to get there. Once you get there, you have fulfilled your destiny and you can live your life the way you want to live it. Last but not least, is you have to uplift and pay it back. Come on. It's very easy. It's very easy for me to go sit off and make hundreds of thousands of dollars and sit in a house and look at people getting shot on the TV, right? Looking at men that look just like me getting pulled out their cars and murdered in the middle of the street. Looking at the TV and watching kids that look like me making millions of dollars and doing and putting out songs and things that mean absolutely nothing and influence the children that are around me and make them aspire to be them when they really, the truth is, only one out of millions can be them, right? I could just sit and rest on my laurels and do that, but no. I'm uncomfortable. So if you're uncomfortable, you get up and you do something about it. I'm extremely uncomfortable, right? I'm extremely uncomfortable with what's going on in the media. I'm extremely uncomfortable with people and my counterparts looking at Fox News, looking at Trump, and looking at what's going on in the media and saying kids that look like this should not be in high levels of success, right? I'm extremely uncomfortable. So if I'm uncomfortable about it, I do something about it. So when I say that, I am uplifting it to you all. When I leave here, you all have my email address, you'll have my brother's email address, you can instant message us, you can DM us, you can do all of those things so we can give you the tools so you can put it in front of you so you can be successful. Right? So uplift. Uplift, right? Uplift. Reach back, give back. If you don't like what's going on in your communities, you don't like what's going on around you, you don't like the way things are, you don't like the way people look, do something about it. Do something about it. We can sit up here and talk all day long and do something about it. Right? Last but not least, that's everybody else in the audience. I don't care how old you are. If you're doing something you don't like, you got a dream, you got a goal, set examples for your kids, right? Don't just keep following and doing the same thing. Go get your dreams, go get your goals. I went to medical school with people that was in their 50s, in their 60s, in residency. That's because they went and got what they wanted, right? don't make excuses. So if you don't want your kids to make excuses, don't make excuses either, right? Go do it. Change your communities, change your lives. God bless. Thank you for having me.